Good morning. Welcome to this week's edition of Weekend Facial Plastics. We're up pretty early, but not nearly early enough to beat the sun in New York City this morning. Today we're talking about how to do acid. And yes, I do mean the fun kind. Skin acid. With quarantine and staying at home, a lot of my patients are looking at their home beauty routines and their skincare products, and they are asking questions about the differences between hyaluronic acid, glycolic acid, salicylic acid, and how should I be using these, because we're not able right now to get in to have our favorite facial done or get in as easily to see our dermatologist for these type of skin issues. So we're going to talk about what's an acid, some common acids, and what's the best practices of incorporating them into my skincare routines, especially if I'm home and I'm having some skin issues right now. In general, as the skin changes over time, it accumulates environmental injury and aging changes. This leads to decreased cell metabolism, so the skin cells just don't turn over and naturally exfoliate like they used to. This leads to an accumulation of dry, dead skin cells sitting on the top and clogged pores. An acid in our skincare routines is a chemical exfoliant. It's designed to stimulate the skin. This leads to increased cell turnover and metabolism and sloughing off all of that dry, dead skin and clogged pores that's sitting on top. This leads to softer, smoother, brighter, toner skin. In general, the human skin is acidic. The pH is approximately 5.5. An ideal pH for an acidic skincare product, no matter what it is approximately 3 to 4. The problem is that products don't label what the pH is, so we have to rely on how they feel. In general, when you put an acidic skincare product on your skin, it should tingle a little bit. If it doesn't, then it's probably not very substantive. So some of the most common skincare acids that you're going to run into are the following. Alpha hydroxy acids is a category. It's a chemical exfoliant that brightens and tones the skin, and many of them can be derived from natural sources. In that category, we have glycolic acid, lactic acid, and mandelic acid. Glycolic acid is a workhorse. It's good for most skin types. It's a chemical exfoliant in the AHA category, but it also increases the hyaluronic acid concentration in the skin, and it is also good at stimulating fibroblasts. Anything that stimulates a fibroblast is going to result in more collagen, which is a more youthful state of the skin. Now, if glycolic acid is a little bit too harsh for you, then mandelic acid may be an option. Then lactic acid may be an option for you. Lactic acid is made by our body when we exercise, and that's made from the muscles. Lactic acid is a little bit more of a gentle acid. It's easier on sensitive skin, so if you have conditions such as rosacea, this may be for you. Now, salicylic acid is a big category that is for oily, prone skin. So it's really good for acne skin, unclogging pores, and regulating oil production in the skin. Interestingly, salicylic acid can be naturally derived from willow bark. If salicylic acid is a little bit too harsh for your skin, then mandelic acid may be for you. Mandelic acid is naturally derived from almonds, and it's also very good for the oily components of your skin or the oily areas of your skin. Ascorbic acid is a vitamin C acid. Vitamin C serums are very buzzy right now. This is an antioxidant and a skin brightening acid. Now, retinoic acid reigns supreme. So it's the most important anti-aging component in your skincare products, and that is a whole conversation of itself. These are vitamin A derivatives. So those are the most common ones that you're going to see in your acid routines. And the point of an acid, just to summarize, is it's a chemical exfoliant. When you're incorporating acids, you can mix and match brands, you can mix and match acids, you can layer them on top, or you can patchwork them. In general, the salicylic acids are, like I said, for the oily parts. So I use a salicylic acid in my T-zone. I use a glycolic acid in the drier, normal parts of my skin. And then I also use a mechanical exfoliant polish from Zeo, because what you'll notice is that, especially if you're not using acids on a regular basis right now, it's going to create a bit of a dry, flaky sensation. And that's all of that dead skin turning over on your skin. So in order to get some of that off, not only doing a chemical exfoliant, but a mechanical exfoliant can help as well. My favorite at-home hack during quarantine has been one of the newer products from Clean Beauty line, Glow, and it's called the Pro 5 Liquid Exfoliant. This product has 5 alpha and polyhydroxy acids. It's a little bit more intense than some of your other basic acids. So I only do this 1 to 2 times a week. I do my acids almost every single night. And then, like I said, my polish 1 to 2 times a week. You cleanse, and then I do my acids, and then I do my moisturizer. And that's as simple as it gets. It allows you to incorporate that brightening and tightening toning. So when you're home, when your skin's out of balance, when you're totally stressed out, incorporating an acid routine on a regular basis is really going to create some brightness and a little bit of more even tone and texture, which can make us all feel a little bit brighter on the inside and on the outside. Thank you so much for sending in your questions this week. I love you guys. I can't wait to see you again. And I love that you are curious and that you have lots of questions. I always learn something when I go through these episodes. So thank you for that. And we'll look forward to seeing you here next week.